I am my mother's child. I am my mother's child. Who will take care of my three children? This was the last words of Junior Pope as he was extending it to the canoe rider or the boat rider. Yes, in fact, after watching his video and later confirming that he is dead, I was very devastated. Yes, because Nollywood has been hit hard once again. In fact, Nollywood are really in their dark times. You are wondering what it is. I know by now you have heard about Junior Pope's death, right? Yes, but you really didn't know what caused it or whatever it is. I am here to talk about the good, the bad, and the worst of all what went down concerning his death. Yes, because there were some preventive measures. There were some precautionary measures that needed to have taken in place that could have avoided all this death in the first place, because in fact, this death could have been avoided. I would have put it that way. And we are mentioning that Junior Pope has died. Yes, he didn't die alone. His name is making rage is because he is the superstar among them, and as you know, as a celebrity, surely his name will overshadow the other ones who had died. So now let's go into the details of everything that happened. They were on a movie set, okay, on a lake, on the water. I cannot really tell. So the movie is actually called On the Other Side. Yes, On the Other Side. Literally to everything that had happened to him. So as the crew they were acting movie, we don't know what actually happened, and the boat capsized. Yes, London, the makeup artist, the cameraman, and the actor who is Pope, and quite a few number of people all in the water. Yes, in which a few survived, but the four of them, other three including the actor Pope, yes, joining their ancestors. Now let's look at this issue. After they've been rescued, because in the video that came out, the body wasn't lifeless. Yes, Junior Pope was breathing a little bit, but they had this notion that when people die like this, if they die at a river bank or whatever, there need to be some sacrifices, some rituals be made. They heeded onto that. Instead of taking the person to the hospital or even performing a CPR, they didn't do it. Instead of, seeking for a first aid, they didn't do that. But all they did was what? Just hidden to all that traditional stuff, and at the end of the day, we ended up losing the person. You see, when the death, hits social media, people were even thinking that, it's those things, celebrities, they usually do this to promote their upcoming whatever they want to do, maybe movie or music. We are used, so we didn't really believe, and people who know Pope always say that he's a very good swimmer. Yes, so for him to have died in such a state, I'm not saying he's bigger than dying in that nature, but he's a good swimmer. So it's not any river in particular that he cannot swim out of it, but it's just unfortunate. And now there's one issue that I saw in that video. None of them were in life jackets, including Pope himself. Yes, the news also coming after that quest is that he was made to wear a life jacket, but he declined, saying that it was dirty and therefore he refused, in which makes me very disappointed, because as learned as he is, he should have known better. But sometimes when your time is up, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that one can ever do to stop it. So we who believe in God will say that maybe that is his destiny, or perhaps it could have been stopped in a way. Now let's also see this. What measures do these actors and actresses, producers also have before they transport these workers onto the river? What was the precautionary measures? Because on a movie set, anywhere, a job, whatever you are doing, there could be accidents, So what were the measures lined up so that if the unforeseen happens, they could have been rescued? Nothing of this, Yes, so it's just quite unfortunate. But all these things that have lined up, a lot of people are also asking the same thing, So later in the day, I saw that the national film, I don't know how they call it in Nigeria, Yes, I don't know if it's an organization or the film, whatever. They've brought out, a statement, banning all movies that will be taken, or the scenes will be taken on anywhere near rivers, sea or water, Yes, and which I think it is a very great note, We do not want to ever experience or witness such incident. In fact, my heart goes to the family of Pope. I don't know how the family will be feeling right now. I just don't want to be in their shoes, because he has two little kids to look after, and they are very young to experience the death of their father. I've always stumbled when I'm talking about death news, because as we all know, death is not palatable. I know every soul will also taste death, but dying at the age of 39, like Pope did, I think that his life was cut short. Yes. Guys, let me just leave you here. I know there will be an update. So I know a lot of you people too were curious that, oh, you heard he was alive, the next minute he's dead, the next minute he's in fact, it's been confirmed by the police that he is truly dead, because he was buried near the riverbank where their boat capsized, but the police have assumed the body for proper burial. I know that whatever the case may be, there'll be an update here and there, so keep sticking glued to the channel for more information on Pope's death. And you out there, take very good care of yourself, for we are not in normal times. Remember, my name is Hajawa, and just like I do, I always bring you nothing but amazing content from all over the world. Subscribe, like, and then also share. Leave a comment as well.